crumbs on the street, but we've got to eat. Just don't know where to begin. Got time on our hands, nice pots and pans, plenty of tonic and gin. So while you're at home, just put down that phone,
come to class today,
or nab your fella, 'cause it's time for Eats with Ella.
All right, here it is, kids. This is the class. This is the class where you're like, okay, what is it with that potato salad, Ella, that everybody talks about? Well, here's what it is, Patty Mazer, Shelley Crosley, Hot Rod, Little McKay. It is this. This potato salad here is by far the best potato salad you'll ever have in your life. Why? Because I took my mother, Lois Smith's recipe, and turned it into this one. Okay. I'm not doing this in the class today. I'm not cooking for other people today. I'm just cooking for this class. So we're going to put that aside right there. And I'd still like to say go Bucks. Okay, so here's the deal. This potato salad has been in my family for a long time, but I made it better. My sister Michelle will say that she made it better. My sister Cheryl will say that she made it better. My mother will tell you that this one, the third in line, made it better. All right, so here's the deal. I've already washed my hands. I've been working for you guys. We're up in Alley. It's a little warm today. You know, out here in LA, well, actually, we're in Sun Valley, which is called Sun Valley for a reason, because it is in the valley and it is hotter than hell. Ayo! Give me the OH! Ayo! All right, Michelle, how's it going over there at Meredith? Go to Meredith Party Rentals, because I know people are starting to have parties, but I don't know how, what's going on over there, Meredith, so let me know. Find that phone call. People, I got to put my phone on airline mode when I do these. So stay with me. If somebody's calling in, I'm just going to hit decline. Don't call me. Okay, so here's the deal, Carrie Gromer. We're going to make this potato salad. Carrie comes to Burbank just to find me when I do this ladies and gentlemen's night out in Burbank once a month on a Friday, which they've canceled for the rest of the year. So now we got to... we just got to make it, and I guess I'm going to take some carry some potato salad this afternoon. So, Carrie Gromer, you are the lucky recipient of this today. All right, so Jim, how's it going, Jim? So here's what I got started for you guys, Jeff Davis. Here's what I got. Look at this bowl. And this bowl right here, look at, I've been making it. Look at, bigger than my head bowl. You guys know you like this bowl. So this bowl right here has got potatoes in it, red skins that are diced and already cut off and ready to roll. I got some chopped celery in there, Willadine. I got some, over here I got some eggs going on. Here, let me show you this. What the hell? Oh, that was my book. See, no production here. I'm on my own, kids. So I got a little swing away thing now. So it's not really smooth like the pot, but it's still working. So can you see the eggs on the board right there? Can you see them? Oh, right there. So I got my eggs going on. I'm going to start chopping up these eggs. We're going to talk about this little recipe. Carrie, you're screaming. What are you screaming for? Don't be screaming. The neighbor's going to call the cops and say, what the hell's happening over there? Right, Barbara Pond? Because when you scream for good food, people are going to be like, what the hell's happening? All right, so we're going to throw these eggs right in this bowl, in the big guy there. I'm going to cut up some more eggs. I have the recipe all worked out for you guys. I haven't posted it yet. I've been a very busy person. This is a lot to do when you're on your own and you're trying to make it all work. And look at, I got my fan on the back so I can blow my hair up through the back side now. And listen, when you're on your own and you got to make it work, you got to make it work. And I'm surprised that I'm still on time, to be quite honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So this little number right here, check this out, kids. This little number will save you time when you're chopping major quantities of potato salad or eggs for potato salad or pasta. Now here's the deal. This is a very, very secretive kind of way that I do mine, because I like it rustic. I'm sure that my mom and my sisters, and they just sit down and they dice it up. I like it big. Leave it big. Hi to Jen. No Jen today, but hi to Jen. Where is Jen? Jen's supposed to be in class. Her and Johnny are supposed to be in class. They're over there on the other side of the country handling some business with Johnny, getting him all squared away. And at some point, Jen and I will be back together at some point in a couple months. I don't know how long it's going to take. So we're going to throw this guy right in the potato salad. Look at that. See how fast I did that? Look at Annie Roberto. Look at. Get your mom one of these, Annie. She'll love it. Okay, but here's the thing. It's very sharp. You know what else I do with this? Cucumbers. Gives it a very fancy edge. Crudité, step up your game. Step up your game, crudité. You know what I mean? All right, so here's what we're going to do. Hey, Jen is in the class. There she is. She says, I'm here. Hi, Jen. Everybody's wanting to know where you're at, Jen. Say hi to Deb. Say hi to the class. All right. So I almost got all these chopped up now. And believe it or not, that was 18 eggs. I like to do things very fast in large quantities. You see what I'm saying? She has one. Annie, that's awesome. See, she already stepped up her crudité game. Step it up, Suzanne Powers. Step up the crudité game. Get one of these little numbers. All right. So I got a couple more of these guys to do. Now listen, if you're going to really step up your game on your potato salad, you should save about 3 really perfect eggs. 3 real nice ones to garnish. And then you put the little edge on it. And look at the little edge that goes on it. See that little ripple effect over there? See the little ripple? Right there. All right. So I'm going to finish cutting these guys up. What do we got going on? So here's the deal. If I don't answer you, or I'm trying to talk to you, and I don't know what the hell's going on, it's because they're scrolling past so fast, I can't keep up with the names. All right? Right, Sean? You know what I'm saying? Hey, go to Bob's, Sean, for that tomahawk chop. They're the only ones that got it in Santa Monica. Bob's tomahawk chop. All right. So I'm going to finish these eggs. I got one more to do. Jen says hi to everybody. Hi, Jen. All right. So I got these guys going in now. These are done. Look how fast that was. All right. Now I'm going to show you this. Okay. So this guy goes away. Let's put him over here. We'll walk down here. Oh, I just walked on my book. Here, let me get that. Now that I have this. Okay. So what's in this bowl is potatoes. 5 pounds of potatoes. You got 18 eggs, 6 stalks of celery, 3 cups of mayo, a third or a quarter cup of mustard, if you want to try the mustard. Now, if you really like the mustard, you can kick the mustard up. Now, here's the thing about this potato salad. Make it to your standard. Like, if you like a more moist potato salad, add a little more of the sauce. If you like a little drier sauce or drier potato salad, don't make it so moist. Remember, you can always add it, but you can never subtract it once it's too moist. Okay? So let me put this over here. So now, speaking of this, here's what we got. In this little bowl right here, I have the mayo, the mustard, the seasonings, and, we got to put this in here. Oh, the magic dust. Stand by. I'm over here in the cupboard. All right, here we go. We'll put a little magic dust in there. Laura, how you guys doing? Hi, John. John Wesley, what's going on? There we go. We got a little magic dust in there. Hi, Denise. What's going on, sister? Hey, Liz. How you doing? Early. How you been? And who else we got? We got Buddy. All right. So I'm gonna mix this guy up. Actually, I'm gonna use this whisk. And you'll see that the sauces come together nicely. Here it is. All right. So now we take this guy over here, and we take this guy right here, and there goes my book again. See how this is working, Jen? Shit still keeps falling off the counter. All right. All right. So now look at here. We got everything in this bowl. The bowl that's bigger than my head. So right now we probably have about, I would say, you're gonna make this 5 pounds turn into at least 8.5 pounds of potato salad by adding the moisture and the eggs and the celery. So if you need to scale it back, cut it in half. You know what I mean? I'm used to feeding major groups of people. So this guy right here doesn't even touch the iceberg for what I need on this truck. When I make this, we put it in the big bus tubs. We make 2 of the big bus tubs of this when we make this for 200 people. Okay? Or you can subtract from there. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of subtraction, though, for a family of 4. Okay. So we're going to pour this guy in here like this. Just like this. And then we're going to mix it up. Now, back in the day, my mom would mix this with her hands. And sometimes, if I make it for home, I mix it with my hands. But when I make it for set, we never mix it with our hands. but we always put gloves back on and mix it with a big spoon. Now, here's the thing with this potato salad. Make some barbecue with it. Make barbecue with it. Make barbecue with it. Make anything you want with it. Make burgers with it. Take it to your family reunion. Assured clear distance. Christina Mitchell Roach, you know what I'm saying? Make sure it's all assured clear distance when you go to these. But the one thing that they will say to you is, Mamacita, who brought the potato salad? This stuff is crazy good. So, we're going to mix this guy up just like this. Just toss it in there. Now, you'll see these guys in my mix. These little toppers. You know what that is? That's the topper from the celery. Do not throw this guy away. This guy is goodness. This guy is flavor. Throw it in there. Chop them up. Use the whole celery, people. Don't use the bottom of the celery, but you know what I'm saying. Use the celery, people. All right, so let me move this around in here. You guys will see the goodness in here in a minute. It'll be 1 second. Oh, I'm going to throw that around. Wonder who's flipping the truck today. Jen, are you coming to flip the truck? All right. Yes? No? Hi, Debbie. All right, here we go. Now, look at this potato salad. Rob Adler, I'm telling you right now, you're going to say, that's better than my mama's potato salad. Because that's what it is. So, if I had, oh, you know what? Let me grab a little something and I'll show you. I'll put a little something you can see what it looks like. Hold on a second. Let me step away. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Stand by. Stand back. Here we go. So we got these on the truck. These little deli containers. We'll just scoop some of this up in here, in this deli container, like we're at Ralph's. And Ralph's is our Kroger's out here. How about that, kids? How about that? Give it up. Show me the hearts of this potato salad. This is pure goodness. Carrie Gomer, tell them. Tell them how good this is. I'm telling you, your family, your families will freak out over this. You might want to try it. All right. I wish you were here too to flip this truck, Jen. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside. So that guy's done. Now, let's talk. We talked about the dish on the dish. We've talked about that. Hi, Renee. How's it going over there in Colorado? We've talked about that. Let's see. Hi, Amber. It does look good, doesn't it? So here's the deal. We're going to talk about the angels, Tammy Rice. Yep. They're still angels. Yeah. Let me grab my book. I got to get your book for the angels. All right. So here are some angels that I found for us to talk about. And I'll post the recipe for this after class. Okay, guys? Let's see. So here's the first angel that I want to talk about. Her name is Michelle Brenner. And Michelle Brenner is known as the lasagna lady. You know, it had to do something with food, right? So, she's the lasagna lady, and she lives in a place called Gig Harbor, Washington. And when she got furloughed, Jen always tells me what the word is. When she gets furlonged or furloughed, or whenever it is, they put you on hiatus, you lose your job, and then you collect unemployment. She took her stimulus check of $1,200, and she went to the store, and she decided that she was going to make herself feel better about losing her job, and she was going to make herself her grandma's lasagna. So that's what she did. But when she went to get the ingredients for the lasagna, she bought that frozen lasagna for her friends who were also out of work and lost their jobs. So as she was delivering these frozen lasagnas, you know, she went home and made the real lasagna, like I would have made the real lasagna. She went home and made the real lasagna, and then as she was eating the real lasagna, she posted kind of on her neighborhood page of Facebook, hey, no offense to anybody that likes the frozen lasagna that I brought y'all, but how would you like to try real lasagna from my grandma's recipe, and if you could try this one, you could taste the difference. So that's what she did. She put it up there, and she said, if you want to try one of these trays of lasagna, I'll make you a lasagna. So some guy got a hold of her, and he said he was a retired neighbor, and he said, I'd love to try your lasagna. So she made him a lasagna. And one lasagna turned into 1,200 trays of lasagna. 1,200 trays of lasagna. That's insane. She made 1,200 trays of lasagna and gave them away. She had a booth outside of her home where people would just come and pick up their lasagnas that they would order from her. And people would donate the money to her to keep doing this. So she made 1,200 lasagnas. She made a lot of people happy. So when this guy in the town found out about her, and she couldn't keep up with all the lasagna orders that were going all over the place. So he decided that the Sportsman Club of Harbor Gig, being an industrial kitchen like I'm standing in right now, that wasn't being used because of COVID, he decided that he would offer up their services in their kitchen. He would give her an industrial kitchen to make her lasagnas. So she decided that since she had this kitchen, she would start a campaign on Facebook and ask for donations for the lasagna trays. She raised $10,000, and that would make 500 and some lasagnas, I guess. So she's made up to now, in donations for her lasagna that she's still doing, $22,000 have been donated since the world has found out about the lasagna lady. Now, there's a few things I can relate to about the lasagna lady. And the one thing she said was, why the whole world is going crazy, I can't change the world, but I could feed people with my lasagna and make them feel good. So that's kind of how I feel. While the whole world is going crazy and we all try to figure out what is happening, I feel like if I can teach you guys how to cook, then you can pass these on to your family and it will just keep going. So, in essentially, what she's done is she started her own bridge of love with lasagna and goodness. And she believes that people can feel the goodness in her grandma's recipe, and that's why they want the lasagna. So, she is an amazing woman. She got the kitchen given to her. She still is making the lasagna. And I want to give it up for her. Give it up for, come on, give it up for Michelle Bredden, because she's an angel. She's an angel. It's amazing what you can do when you say, you know what, I got to stop sitting around and feeling sorry for myself. I can help somebody if I just stop feeling sorry for myself. You know, that's kind of what I've done. You know, I stopped feeling sorry for myself 7 days in after all the hell went to hell and to hell in a handbasket and I lost all my work. I was like, hey, I got to do something, right? So here we are. This is the 43rd class. So I give it up to Michelle Brennan for pulling it up by the bootstraps and saying, hey, I can do something to help somebody. So the other angel I want to talk about is another guy in food. And this guy's name is Greg Daly. He's in New Jersey. And Greg delivers newspapers. I had no idea that people still delivered the newspaper. I guess they would need to, right? But he doesn't just deliver the newspaper to like street corners. He delivers the newspaper to elderly communities where I guess they still read the newspaper holding the newspaper. You know what I'm saying? So he has over 450 stops on his route to deliver these newspapers. And one day, as this pandemic happened, he went up to a house and he threw the newspaper up by the door, and the older lady yelled out the door and said, hey, can you throw it closer? I need a little help. And he was like, okay, sure. So he picked up the newspaper and she came out of the house and he realized that she was walking slow and it was taking her a minute to get to him. And he thought to himself, she's going to need a lot more than a little help throughout all of this. So he said to her, you know, if you need a little help while this is happening, I would be willing to go shopping for you and deliver these groceries back to you on my route when I deliver your newspaper. So that's what he started doing. And she said to him, if you can help me, would you help the neighbor across the street because he can't get out either? And he said, sure. So he took their orders, delivered them the next day, and he thought to himself in this interview that I read about Mr. Greg Daly, that's only 2 people I've helped, and there's 500 some people on my route. I can help more people. He went home that night and he wrote out a little note and he put it in the newspaper and he said, I am your news carrier. I have delivered your paper for this long on this route. And if you entrust me and you need help throughout all of this, I will do your shopping. Guess what happened? He got a lot of orders. He has helped and shopped for over 500 trips to the grocery store for the elderly. That's amazing. Give it up for this guy. And it's so amazing that his daughter, who is 24 years old, and her name is Erin, is taking over and helping him do this because it's gotten so big. So it's not just the people on his route anymore in these elderly communities. The elderly people have said to other people in these elderly communities, hey, we have a guy that will go shopping for you. So now he's shopping outside of his route district, you would say, his newspaper route district, and he's helping the elderly in New Jersey. He's shopping, and that's huge. So give it up for that guy. Give it up for Greg Daly and his daughter Erin, because those people are angels. I mean, do you know the time it takes to shop during a pandemic? I know the time that I spent last week shopping for American Idol, and all the extra time it takes me to get through a store now at a checkout, or waiting in line to be called down into the line, or you're all the way wrapped around the border of the store. It takes a long time to shop. Now, and I used to call myself a professional shopper. I'd call Greg and his daughter professional shoppers. So I want to say those guys are the angels today. Those are my angels. And the other angel I want to talk about today is Suzanne K. Cook. Suzanne Cook K. whatever. Suzanne, my friend Suzanne Strong. Today is the day. Send it up. Give her all the prayers, all the hope, and all the wishes, and all that you can muster of the good vibes, because today is the day that they open up the national database to find her a match to match her bone marrow transplant. So please, all of the positive energy and good vibes that you could send my friend Suzanne would be amazing for me if you could do that and reach out to her on Facebook or whatever, because she's always tagged in my stuff, and say, hey, we're thinking about you, Suzanne. Stay strong, because we know you're strong. We love you. I got to get a sign in the truck for you. And then let's talk about the daily dose, because I might have a couple guests stop by. Well, we got a train going through. Stand by. See, there's a train and airplanes. Now, if there's a train, we're going to have to come up for this guy. Here it comes. Right now. Okay, there we go. Train's going. Usually it's a lot louder when they ring the bell, but you know, it happens. So, I want to talk about yesterday. And yesterday, I was supposed to work for American Idol, but you know, the guys got done so fast that I had the day off, which was a great thing for me because it was my birthday. And it was my Herbie the Love Bug birthday, as I like to refer to it. Does anybody know why I call it the Herbie the Love Bug birthday? If you know why I call it the Herbie the Love Bug birthday, and I haven't told you, you will qualify for one dust. You will qualify for one dust if you know why I call it the Herbie the Love Bug birthday. So anyways, with my family being 2,800 miles away, and I mean all my family, like all my family, my mom, my brothers, my sisters, I got a sister in Florida, I got a sister in Toledo, I got sisters, I got stepbrothers, all of them. All the nieces and nephews, all of them, over there, 2,800 miles away. Oh, look at all the 53s coming up. That's right. See this? Fat don't crack. 53 looks pretty good, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to keep telling myself that, and then we'll be all good. So, I'll go back and look at this and find out who the first one that said the Herbie the Love Bug is. And I'll get you with that dust, because this is why you're going to get dust today. So, so my family's all over there. And sometimes, you know, your family is your blood. Or it's not sometimes, they are. I always say that. They are your blood. But you know what? 2,400 miles. I'm sorry. What did I say, 2,800? I like to go with the other 400. Because you take the wrong way and sometimes you just get turned around. So whatever. 2,800, 24. It's all a lot of miles. So the deal is, why they're all over there and I'm over here, I have some friends over here that are my family, and who made sure, who reached out to me, everybody that reached out to me yesterday. Who is blessed enough to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of birthday messages from all over this country and the world. I mean, I'm blessed to have the people I do in my life who are my family. And my family is my friends too. And I had a wonderful meal last night. I got to relax yesterday. I took a lot of naps. And I got a pedicure, which was amazing in itself. So, you know, I had that going for me, which was a nice gift. So I just want to say that, you know, sometimes your family are your friends and your friends are your family. They're all the same. And then I want to say thank you, because there's no way I could ever reach back to all these people who have said happy birthday to me and who celebrated me. Now, let me tell you the story why it's the Herbie the Love Bug story. Yes, I'm 53, but when I was growing up, my mom didn't have a whole lot of expendable cash. So if we did something special besides one time going to, like, her gift to us for the summer would be we would go to Cedar Point once a summer. That was our family thing. I hated Cedar Point. I still don't like Cedar Point. Sorry, Rob LaRock, if you ever see this video. But I don't like Cedar Point because I hyperventilate and I don't like roller coasters. Anyways, my mother happened to take us one night to the drive-in movie to see Herbie the Love Bug. And I remember as a kid, I thought, wow, this is a big deal. We're going to go see Herbie the Love Bug at a real drive-in. So we went to the drive-in, and I think it was the one out on Navarre Avenue, because it took us a long way. I remember as a kid, I remember thinking, man, it's taken us a long way to get there, a long time to get there. We must be pretty far from home, pretty far. So we go to the Herbie the Love Bug drive-in, and we even got popcorn, so it was a real special night. But then, after the drive-in, there was a bar in my old neighborhood in West Toledo called the Westwood Bar. I'm sure my people over there in Westwood, or in West Toledo, remember the Westwood Bar. Yeah? On the corner of Alexis there, by Vale and Yarmouth. So my mom took us to the bar after the drive-in. No, we didn't go there to drink. When we pulled up, she pulled down the street or whatever, and we walked. She said, wait here. This guy comes out. He walks us over to the car, and bam! There's Herbie the Love Bug. Yep. Herbie the Love Bug was at the Westwood Bar when I was a kid. And why was Herbie at the Westwood Bar? Because Herbie the Love Bug, I don't know, this guy won some promotion, and he got to ride around in Herbie the Love Bug for, like, I don't know, 2 months or whatever. But I believed it was the really, really, really the Herbie the Love Bug. And I didn't know back then that there were probably more than one Herbies. And, you know, it's Hollywood, so they're all over the place. There's Herbies. So that's my Herbie the Love Bug story, and I have to laugh because, you know, if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be standing here, and if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be standing here, but, you know, it is kind of a funny memory. Herbie the Love Bug. So let's talk about cleanup songs of the day, class. How are we doing? Any questions so far? Anybody got anything to say? Let me see what everything says. Yep, you don't like... Liz, no, I do not like the roller coasters. He was a local. Who was a local? Trish was a local? Still there. Alright, so here's the deal. The cleanup songs of the day are Michael Jackson and Justin Timberlake. Love Never Felt So Good. That's right. That's a good feel-good song for your friends. You know what I'm saying? And then Can't Stop the Feeling. There's another Justin Timberlake. Remember, this is the guy that Jen almost ran over with the flatbed golf cart at Soldier Field. But, you know, who's saying anything about that? It would have been an accident. I'm sure it would have been covered in homeowners or autos and something or whatever. And then Bruno Mars, That's What I Like, because, you know, there are certain things that I like. And yesterday, I got every one of them for dinner. So, that's what I like. And then Journey, Don't Stop Believing. Because I got to tell you, that guy there is amazing. Steve is a great guy. I'll tell you one day about the best story about that guy in Journey. Well, actually, he wasn't even with Journey then, but he was there, and he's a really cool dude. So remind me to tell you that story one night or one day when we have class, and I'll tell you. So I just want to say, I still got faith, hope, love, and gratitude, people. I still got it. I'm still here. I'm still a production company of one, but I'm still here. We made a great potato salad. Shit hasn't fallen off the cupboard. Well, the book a couple times, but I mean, considerably speaking, things could have gone wrong. We could have had a million airlines coming off, and before you guys got here, I counted at least 20. So somebody would have been really rocked if we were playing the drinking game over here. So I just want to say that when things get rough and things are changing again because the numbers are rising again, so we all got to do what we got to do, which means we need to wear these and wear these, but more importantly, wear these. So wear those for me. Stay safe. Stay, healthy. Don't get infected and infect other people's. That's all I'm saying. So be careful. Stay safe out there. Yes, Steve Perry is the man. He's the dude. I got a great story about him. He's probably by far one of the nicest guys ever, besides, my Uncle Bob Seger. All right. So I'd like to say to my production team, oh yeah, that's me. I'm the production team. Okay, thanks, Ella. All right, and then to John Canfield, thanks for the face on the truck and on the bags and everywhere. And then to Michael Orland, thank you, my friend, for the little ditty that you give us. It still makes people laugh. It's funny when you can play it and people just text you and say, I sing that song in the grocery store, Ella. So thanks, Michael Orland. Someday I'm going to get you on the truck and you're going to play in the corner and we're going to have some live music up in here. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to say to my angels, near and far, who have blessed me, who keep blessing me, who find their way to me, who guide me, you know who you are. Thank you. I'm blessed by you and to have you. Thanks for stopping by Allie today. We're very, very, very happy to have you guys around. I'm happy to be on the truck. If I got to be a one-man show, I guess I'll be a one-man show in Allie because this is where I feel the most comfortable. Besides, my own kitchen, but that's really not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? There's not so much nice, stainless steel stuff. That's what I like. So, I want to say, remember, we still got it. Faith, hope, and love, people. We still got it. Spread the love. Thank you for building the bridge of love with food and good food and comfort food. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and I want to say thank you for all the birthday wishes again. Now we got one coming off the runway. Thank you to all the things that you guys have sent Johnny and all the messages. And yes, he's very overwhelmed. So let's hit it. Well, I'm gonna hit it. I always hit it.
No
right.
one's on the street, but we've got to eat.
Gotta
Just
eat.
don't know where to begin.
Who doesn't want this potato
Got
salad?
time on our hands, nice pots and pans, plenty of tonic and
How about this, Terry
gin.
Drummer?
So while you're at home,
Uh-huh.
just put down that phone, grab your girl, or nab your fella, 'cause it's time for Eats with Ella.
Boom, boom. Remember, keep smiling, and when you keep smiling, people are going to really say, you know what? I like that person, even behind the mask. You can see it in their eyes. They're smiling. Have a great day. Bye-bye.